Good morning YouTubians, it's Kermit's Ghost, and today I'm going to take a closer look at number 35 on the cult movie poster. This film is from the year 1980, it's an American comedy musical and it was directed by John Landis, the man behind brilliant films like An American Werewolf in London, Trading Places, Coming to America, and of course Michael Jackson's music video Thriller. This film is set in Chicago and it can only be the Blues Brothers. Let's pop it in the player and see if it lives up to the hype. The film stars John Belushi as Jake Blues, Dan Aykroyd as Elwood Blues, that's Jake's brother, James Brown as Reverend Cleophas James, Aretha Franklin as Mrs. Murphy, Carrie Fisher as the Mysterious Woman, John Candy as Burton Mercer, and some cameo roles in this as well from Frank Oz as the Corrections Officer, Twiggy as the Chic Lady, John Landis as Trooper LaFong, and Steven Spielberg as the Cook County Assessor. The film opens with Jake being released from prison. He collects his belongings and meets his brother Elwood out front. Now Elwood turns up in this old cop car that he's just bought at an auction. Now Elwood takes Jake to their old orphanage where they grew up to visit a nun called Sister Mary Stigmata. And the nun tells the brothers that the orphanage will be forced to close unless they come up with $5,000. So they head out to the local Baptist church and Jake sees the light and believes he's now on a mission from God to save the orphanage. And the brothers decide to get the band back together, put on a gig and deliver the $5,000 to Sister Mary Stigmata. Later, whilst out driving, Elwood jumps a red light and ends up in this high-speed police chase through a shopping mall where they destroy everything in sight. After they elude the cops, they head home and this mysterious woman attempts to kill them with a bazooka, but the brothers are unharmed. The next day, Jake's parole officer, Mercer, shows up with two officers, but the mysterious woman returns and destroys the entire building where the brothers live, and they all manage to survive. So maybe they are actually on a mission from God. Jake and Elwood manage to convince the band to reform, and whilst out, the brothers drive across a bridge while there is an American Nazi Party demonstration going on. They drive across, forcing the demonstrators to dive off the bridge and into the water, and they vow to get revenge on the brothers. Later that night, Jake uses a phone booth to call his contact to try and set up a gig for the band. But the mysterious woman returns, and this time she has a flamethrower and blows up a tank of fuel which is next to the phone booth, blowing it high into the sky. But the brothers survive the attack once more. Jake convinces the band that he has indeed organised a gig and they set off. He hasn't, and they stall him for time. He does spot this country western bar and he tells them that is where they are booked to play. At first they're really ill received, but they do manage to win the crowd over. But at the end of the night, they've drunk more than they are paid and they do a runner. Later, they contact and bribe their manager and he finds them a huge gig that, if filled, will get them the $5,000 they need. And that is where I'll leave the story. So did I enjoy the Blues Brothers? Well, yes I did. The songs are catchy, the performances are on point, the story, while simple, is well paced. And the chase scenes in this film were unbelievably good. The amount of cars they must have destroyed during this movie is incredible. Some of the scenes, like the car back flipping or an American Nazi Party car dropping from a way higher altitude than it was meant to be, was odd, but overall the film was funny and entertaining. I would give this film a solid 8.5 out of 10. After all, it did have both Candy and Aykroyd in it. So that is it. Do you agree with my score or not? Leave a comment down below and I will get back to you, I promise. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free. Why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you for choosing my channel and watching my video today. Take care and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.